Hello guys, we are from
Group 9.
And today we will talk about similarities and differences between Indonesia and our dream country.
So, let's get started. Before we start this topic, let me introduce myself. My name is Aff Maulana from class KM4402 and I am a business communication student from Telkom University. I have a dream which is to be a owner of a private security company. The connection with this topic is that I appreciate a highly disciplined country like Japan in such an attitude is very much needed in the field that I am pursuing. And another interesting thing is that we can find the same characteristic as my country, namely Indonesia. Therefore, I will tell you the difference and similarity that two countries have. First, we start from the difference between the two countries. Some Indonesian citizens still underestimate the importance of using time so that some work is less efficient. While in Japan, citizens already understand time efficiency so that they use their time not in vain. The second is in the terms of meeting someone. In general, Indonesian citizens will shake hands with people they met because physical contact will increase their intimacy with that person. While the majority of Japanese people will bow when meeting or acquainted with other people. This is done because it follows existing tradition. The third difference is in the government system adopted. Indonesia has a system where the president regulates and holds power, while in Japan has a prime minister to govern the country. Last but not least, Indonesia until the time this video was made were still ignoring public hygiene by throwing out garbage. This is because the penalty given to offender are still lacking. Meanwhile, Japanese citizens already know their obligation to undergo the law so that they will be careful in maintaining cleanliness. Then we will discuss the similarity that Indonesia and Japan have. The first is that both countries have high respect for parents. They believe that parents have a good service to country and have an important role in shaping future generation. The second is that both countries have a habit of welcoming people around them without any exception. This is a trait that every citizen of the world should have. Third is that the two countries have very good wealth in terms of tradition and culture. This indicates that the country is successful in maintaining the existence of culture that has been created by its predecessor. The last is that the two countries have a common staple food, namely rice. The reason is that the agricultural sector in the two countries are still being maintained and developed by the government. Maybe this is the end of explanation that I can say. I hope this information is useful and stay enthusiastic in achieving what you want. Aff Maulana, peace out. But wait, next my friend Fadia will continue this exciting adventure. I heard that she is very interested in a country in this world. So continue, Fadia.
What about me? Before I'm talking about the differences and similarities between Indonesia and my dream country, I should introduce myself first, right? My name is Fadia Anindita from Communication 2021 Class 4402. And talking about our dream country, my own dream country is Netherlands. Or maybe some of you call it with Hollands, but start from now, please call it with Netherlands because there are some differences between the two calls. So what's the differences and similarities between Indonesia and Netherlands? Wanna know? Let's get started. Hi, I'm Indonesia. The first differences between Indonesia and Netherlands is, in Indonesia, we tend to make small talk and be silent if we don't like something about others, because we don't like to be in the conflict and we don't want to offend someone. Hi, I'm Netherlands. Here, people are known to be very straightforward and to the point. If they don't like something, they don't hesitate to say it right in your face. That's rude. I think being straightforward is important, but we should consider about others' feelings too, right? Anyway, do you know that Netherlands has a high degree of individualism? For example, children who are 18 years old already will leave their house to start living on their own. I definitely can't relate, because in Indonesia, sometimes people still live in their parents' house even after marriage. Oh my god, I don't want it. I want to live alone as fast as I can. What about the relationship between superior and subordinates there? Because here it is very casual, like you can just call your parents or your lecturers just by their first name and it's all good, like there is nothing wrong about it. You will get kicked right after if you apply that in Indonesia, because here the relationship between superior and subordinate is much more formal. You should call teacher with Bu or Pa or Mr. or Mrs. We can't just call them by their name. So I guess it's very strict there. Well, it's a sign for you to just move here because everything is easier here. Besides that, I know that there are a lot of motorcycles there and it causes jams. Different with here. Here you will rarely meet motorcycles, like there is no motorcycles in every corner, even in a parking lot. It's very hard for you to see motorcycles. All you can see is just an on-tail bike or just a daily bike. And isn't it very good? Don't say that. Every country has their own unique. Anyway, do you know that Indonesian people usually eat rice 3 times a day and also hot food at every meal? And all the hot foods and all the meals are very delicious, like there is no not good food in Indonesia. And I know that in Netherlands, people consume a lot of cereal and bread for breakfast and lunch, while hot food is only served at night, right? So what's the similarities? Well, the first similarities between Indonesia and Netherlands is Netherlands also have a lot of alleys like Indonesia. Like you can see quite a few narrow alleys on the residential streets, and even the Dutch call it the same like Indonesian. Just like you guys know, Netherlands and Indonesia have a lot of words that kinda sound the same, right? The second similarities between Indonesia and Netherlands is the legal system. The legal system adopted in Indonesia and Netherlands are both civil and criminals. And it can be spelled out the same too, because actually Indonesian legal system is adopted by Netherlands legal system. The third one, do you know that not only Indonesian but also Dutch call their grandparents with Oma and Opa? I just know that in Netherlands they call their grandparents with Oma and Opa too. Anyway, the last one is both Indonesian and Netherlands have a culture of drinking coffee. Like right now there are so many coffee shops in Indonesia, like it's around the place, like every corner. Do you agree? So that's all I can tell for now. Maybe I can tell you guys more when I already stay there. I become curious about what Khansa knows about her dream country. Let's go, Khansa! Hello Khansa, what is your dream country?
Hi Faya, my dream country is Turkey.
Do you know what's the differences and similarities between Indonesia and Turkey?
Of course I know.
I guess everybody wants to know it too, so can you just explain it?
Okay, I will explain it. But
before we start this video, let me introduce myself first. My name is Raihania Liski from Communication 4402, and now I will explain about the differences and similarity work culture between Indonesia and my dream country, which is Turkey. Okay, so let's start with Indonesia. First, in Indonesia, employees prefer to use private transportation rather than public transportation. They like to use private transportation such as car and motorcycle because they think this transportation is very easier than we have to go to public transportation places. Next, Indonesia have high solidarity in terms of work and outside of works. If there is a job that is difficult, then other co-workers will help each other so the problem can be resolved. Third, Indonesia has a low level of seniority when the employees work in office. A junior might be able to share a laugh together or ask their senior with a friendly question. But The senior think that the conversation is comfortable, so it can make relaxed vibes in the office, but still serious on a certain time. Last but not least, Indonesian employees like to gossip when they are in the office so that the level of professionalism is low. Sometimes they can forget their job because they think more about the existing gossip. Okay, now let's go to Turkey.
Herkese bu video izlemeyi unutmayın. Türkiye'de hoş geldiniz. Just kidding guys, I will not use this language, okay? So, now we will talk about work culture of Turkey.
First, many employees in Turkey like to use public transportation. In the city of Istanbul, they like to use bus or train transportation to go to their office. They think the public transportation are more save their time so that they can avoid the traffic jams. Next, different with Indonesia, employees in Turkey are very individualistic. So, there is a competition in the office between one employee and another employees. They want to be a success on their own, so they prefer to be an individualist employees. Then, seniority is still prominent in Turkey. It seems that junior must speak politely and properly to their senior. Besides that, they can talk casually between junior and senior and always talk about work context. And last, professionalism, the employees in Turkey is very high. They always limit the space between work and other problems so that when they are in the office, they will focus on their work. Go to the next topic. I will talk about the similarities work culture between Indonesia and Turkey. First, both Indonesia and Turkey have friendly personalities. Overall, Indonesia and Turkey have same culture that is smile, help, and greet. They really respect each other to build good relationships. But Turkey people think that Indonesia is more friendly. So that Turkey people really like Indonesian people personalities. Second, both Indonesian and Turkish employees are happy to hold discussions when there is a problem in the office. They will definitely find the best solution together and help each other to solve the problem. Next, neither show the boundaries between junior and senior when they are in the outside of their office. However, they must still have limitation in the office. Last, both Indonesia and Turkey must use formal calls when they want to speak with their senior. In Indonesia, they usually call Ibu or Bapak, and in Turkey, they call them with Efendim Bey or Hani.
So, that's all that I can explain about the differences and similarities work culture between Indonesia and Turkey. Thanks for watching. Now, it's your turn, Ramzy. Let's check it out.
Indonesia and America. But wait, this video is black and white? Let's make this colorful. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. At the opening of video, I mentioned about Indonesia and America. But before we go too far, let me introduce myself first. My name is Ramzy Setiawan from Communication 4402. And now I want to talk about similarities and difference between Indonesia and my dream country, which is America. Work culture edition. Let's get started with Indonesia. In Indonesia, time is flexible. Why? Let me give an example. If we had an appointment with friend or client at 11, it means the appointment will start at 12. Why? Because if we get on time, our friend or our client will get late, approximately half until an hour. Second one, in Indonesia, we have to speak stall language first before the main topic. Like this, if we need a hand to our friend, we must praise her or him first. Like, ah, you're so beautiful this day. Ah, you're so handsome tonight. Can you help me to? Like that. The third one, in Indonesia, greet with a firm handshake while making eye contact. Like this. Ramzy. Or, hello, good evening. Like that. Last but not least, Indonesians are friendly and smile a lot like this. Let's go to America. What's up, yo? Me? Just kidding. I just cosplay being an American. It look like. The first work culture in America is time is money. Like in America, everybody thinks time is more way precious than money or some gold. The second one, in America, we have to speak directly to the point. The third one, Americans greet with a firm handshake while making eye contact. Your handshake doesn't belong too long, but it should not be too weak. And last, in Americans are friendly and smile a lot. So, the similarity between Indonesia and America is, first, both countries greet with a firm handshake while making eye contact. And the second one, both countries are friendly and smile a lot. So, that's all.
Well, it turns out that there are so many similarities and differences between Indonesia and our dream country, right?
Yes it is. And it makes me feel more excited to go to my dream country.
Let's pray for us then.
Yeah, let's pray for each other and thank you for your attention, guys. See you.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.